Hi, good evening. Hi, YouTube. How are you? Tara. I came to make a video tonight with where I left off, basically. So, the last video I did was on August 7th, going into the 888 portal. And the last video I did was called Realist. And I remember the last card I pulled out of the Literary Witches deck, and it was the Justice card. And justice is starting to prevail, truly. Yes. So, on the 8th, the video I made was on the 7th, yeah. On the 8th, I had some things I had to handle that went on here with my apartment complex. And that was the 8th. So I wrote some things down that day after I was done with everything that I had to complete. It gave me a open, I'll just say, portal to work with, which I should have known that night that I did my reading with pulling justice, what it was going to lead up to. So after that, I wrote this 8-8 portal. I have a hard time with that word. Sent us truly through some ascensions and purging of the bodies. Really. If I never felt it any other year before, I felt it this one. In order of merging and oneness of the soul, of self and others. That's what this portal should have been for. It's a merging of self. Also others, but definitely self. It's about joining forces. As I always say, which team do you play on? But certain forces don't want light bodies or light workers to connect. But those that are meant to connect will without much effort at all. Now is the time. Now is that time. We are literally in a new earth. We've been seeing signs and synchronicities, signals, warnings. But on 888, it was truly an eye opener. We are living in the new earth. The division or the great divide is present at this time, only for us to rise and become a better self in spirit. Justice will start prevailing in the lives of those that have been through injustice, through courts, friends, family, ex friends, however you want to word it, etc. People will be called to the forefront or the front line to speak their truths. People that have not been heard, have not had a voice, or had a voice, and since people just didn't want to hear them or listen to them, they will be heard, and in a positive manner. Some are still gonna be who they are, but it will be in a positive manner. Those who have been heard will still be heard, but to only speak truths about injustice. And the reason I said all of that is because it led up to what I wrote. I'll write a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'll think about everything that was going on personally in my life and around me, and of those that I knew that would bring me information which coincided with what I was going through. Injustice is just that, injustice. But overall, there's a time for everything to be revealed when it's due to injustice. I always say people may get away with things for a certain amount of time, but none of that ever lasts forever. The apartment that I was living in, I guess a lot of people don't say anything about what goes on around here or what's being done. I decided to speak up about it. Only to find out that it was some things being done that I figured were being done, but now I know for a fact they were being done. So you can't do unjust things to people and think you're gonna get away with it. You just can't. Because I never would have thought me being one person speaking up for many in my community, some of the things that came out would have been brought out. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did because that opened a door for others that were maybe afraid to say something or do something to be heard. To be heard. I'm going to pull a random card from my prayer deck. Thank you, Father. I thank you on a daily. I'm so grateful for everything that you do, everything that you bestowed me with. I ask you to bless me, bless my spirit, and bless these hands. And I always get this card. Because of your faith, it will happen. I actually want to see if I can get another one. You can make plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. And that is so true. That is very true. Very true. I didn't want to do much as far as readings. I really just wanted to bring that out. And speak on that. Um, I like the Wild Oracle. That is this one. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm just. I wanted to chill for a while and just. It's been 10 days since I've been on here, and I didn't even realize it's been that long. But I wanted to just chill. I've watched YouTube. Some of the people, it's only a few that I watch now. but I didn't want to make any videos because I really just wanted to stay calm, stay grounded, and give gratitude and thanks to my Father. Because some of the things that I experienced this past week and from the 8th, I didn't think I needed to really post anything until I was truly ready to post. Not just to post, but ready to say something that would be worthwhile. But first, I had to just give gratitude and thanks for some of the things that I found out that I truly had no idea about that was going on around here. So, I hope everybody's been well. I hope everybody's been blessed. I'm going to pull some cards from, I guess I'll do a small energy reading. See what's going on. Feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Relating to that card, yeah, I feel a lot better about the situation that was at hand. I don't want to say too much into detail about exactly what happened. Um, some things still going on with that, but I can say the little people aren't always so little. No, they're not. Because when you have giants stepping on the little people, have a bigger giant that comes and back all that up. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Yeah. I guess I can speak more on it at a later date. But right now, all I can say is that's why I did not want to sit here. I knew this was going to happen. Service is here. Service. And self acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. Exactly. What I was saying is about the little people. When you think you're small and your voice really doesn't matter when it comes to, Let's just say some things you think are really out of your hands. And when the attorney called me and told me what actually happened, I said, "You gotta be kidding me." And he said some things that were so funny, yeah, because like I told him, I don't care what I go through. The God I serve is a mighty, mighty God. Yes, and I'm proud to say so. And that was proven. When people do underhanded things to you and shoo you away, they think you're just supposed to walk away. So it pushed me to have to fight for what I believed in and what was needed. And that was unnecessary because these are things I was fighting for that literally should have been done. But I guess if nobody speaks up for their own conditions, got people in higher places that's supposed to be getting it done and they're not gonna do it. They're not. They're not. So I'm just grateful that I was able to say something to bring it to the forefront where it could be looked at, where it could be looked at, because I was so afraid that it was just me that wanted to say something. Nobody really wanted to do anything about it. And it's just not right. It's not right. It was basically inhumane. It's just not right. So we have self acceptance, feelings, impatience, and service. Inventor is here. Man of crystals. Fall under feelings. Why is the man of crystals here? Emotions want to be felt. You can't surrender something until you feel it deeply. Inventor. Why is inventor here? Why is inventor here? Time and space. Falls under impatience. Inventor. Time and space. Yeah. Let me get another card before I say anything else, because right now the universe is here. in reverse under service. See, reverse. Ooh. Have breakthrough and synthesis. So breakthrough candle, self-acceptance, and breakthrough. Breakthrough, self-acceptance. Okay. Time and space, feel nurturing. Creativity. And tower in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. You have a service to this world. And put her up here. Empress. You definitely have a service to this world and the universe, and it falls with creativity and nurturing and synthesis, self acceptance. Sometimes we have to be the inventors to get a breakthrough. And patience is here with time and space. Has to be patient. I always look at this card and I see the thinking man here, but I also always see these people in the back. But see, some things have to be very creative when inventing because you will have people that are in higher ups, like in the situation I just went through, that want to one up you. I tried to bring synthesis. I did. I tried to nurture the situation and be fair about it. I had so much patience. And I'm sure others did around me too. But I wasn't going to let it go. So I had to be very creative with what I did and how I did it. So I had to go over some heads. Sometimes when we realize the strength we have, self acceptance is here. There was a breakthrough. Yes, it was. It was. And it brought synthesis. It really did. And we have the tower here in reverse. Which, if I had sat on it and did nothing, yeah, this tower would have been in full effect. But right now, it's in reverse because there's a waiting process on everything that's going on. I felt as though I had a service to not only myself, to my child, and to some of the people around me that really can't speak up for themselves because of their circumstances. So once I'm gone from this environment, I'm sure it'll bring change for those that come after me, which is how I look at life in general. Choices that I make are for the ones that come after me. I hear so many people say, "Oh, now's the time to think about yourself. Yourself. It's about you. It is about me. It definitely is about me." That's where this comes in with self acceptance. I've got that part, but I also have this part, service to this world. I do, because I have feelings about things when it comes to people being mishandled, mistreated, injustice. Because of her. You can't just be an empress and hold that name, title of it, and not act on or carry yourself in such a way. Two, don't fall in line. So I have a service to this world. I have self acceptance about that. I had feelings about being this inventor as well. I also have feelings about people trying to be inventive and walk over others. So many people. I nurtured the situation. I was fair. I gave them 3 months to bring me a service. Mm-hmm. And when they decided not to and put my universe in reverse, I chose to take the service up on my own. Mm-hmm. I sure did. Yeah. I decided to service myself by being fair to me, my child, and others, because nobody else is going to do it for you. But that caused the whole shakeup. It did. But it was worth it. I had a breakthrough and a synthesis, and the situation was nurtured and listened to. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I was creative while doing it. I wasn't rude. I wasn't arrogant like they treated me. But out of those 3 months, it took a lot of strength for me to deal with half of the shit I had to deal with. It did. It took a lot of strength. But somebody's got to be the bigger person. Growth. Somebody's got to be the bigger person because they weren't going to do it. What do we have? Reward. A reward came out of it. Sure did. Because I was heard. And that person had to answer to someone that was higher than them. Mm-hmm. A reward came out of all of that. I didn't stress behind that day. I didn't worry because I knew who was going to handle it and take care. Like I said, and the stars here. Reward and the star. With the Empress. I'm really grateful for how everything turned out. All I can do is say thank you. That's it. It took strength, but it was so well worth it. It was so well worth it. It was worth every bit of phone calls, every bit of headache. It was worth it all. Because everything that I was hoping for, it happened. Treat people fairly. I say that a lot because you don't know who they are, and it's not for you to determine who they are. I don't like people being mistreated because you may have a little bit more than they do. That shoe can be on the other foot so easy. It really can. It really can. I see the law here and the police. Hmm. And this was pretty much what it was dealing with, too. Piercings and tattoos, wing beans, feathers. A thief. Well, I'll be. Thief card is here. Oh, wow. And this is here. Evil eye. All of this. I keep saying I cannot say too much, but I'll speak more about it when it's all over. Thief. Like I told my mom, I guess they thought I was just a young, dumb, stupid, dumb. They thought I was just dumb and stupid and naive, I guess. I'm always, hey, good morning, hey, how you doing? Hey, hello. But it was all well good and fine when you needed me to get a pervert to help you get a pervert out of the apartment complex. Then you flip the switch on me like nothing when it comes to other stuff going on around here. Don't use me for your own gain. That's where she went wrong. That's what she went wrong. I'm cordial. I'm friendly. But what you not going to do is try to one up me and boldly in my face. So I had to go elephant mode on her. Sure did. Sure did. And other stuff. If I put on a service order for no one not to come in here to repair or do anything when I've been at home, then you try to wait till I'm not home to come in here and do something, that's a no go. And the whole point was I put on the service order for something to be repaired, and I was coming out of the bathroom. I heard somebody knocking at the door, but if I say don't come in on the order, that means don't come in. So I'm in here getting dressed, and it's two men coming into my house, and I recorded them. What are you doing in here if I said don't come in here? People can be something else. But like I said, you had the right one that day. I said on another video, justice is here. Yes, it is. And all those that have been serving injustice, master is here. The devil's play in reverse. Yep, caught, busted. You and all your little devil's play. Got caught and busted. Sure did. Master. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to others. And I constantly repeat that. So, be kind. Treat people accordingly. Treat people the same way you would want somebody to treat your mother or your child or your father or your sibling. Treat them that way. Don't disrespect them just because you think you can. That's not going to work either. It's not going to work. So I just did a light energy reading to bring forward just what I was speaking on justice, and there you go, the card said it all. People that have not been seen, have not been heard, afraid to speak out, afraid to speak on getting their justice or their just due, they'll be heard. The time is here. I don't keep up with moon cycles, what moon this, what moon that. I laugh because I have that little t-shirt, and that's the only thing I could say is just the phase, because I just know it goes in phases. I don't know which one does what. I really don't care to know, because how I look at that is it rises every day with this full crescent one, whatever it's called, just as well as God works every day. So every day is something. And I try to take each day as it is, as a learning process, a step forward. Sometimes we may feel like we're going too back, but I still move forward. In strength, gratitude, gracefully. And I just want to say thank you. Especially thank you. People are watching my videos, but they don't comment or thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't even know if the thumbs down button work anymore, but there is one person that is watching my videos and they actually thumbs up. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, because that's my whole purpose for doing this. If I have touched one person or have reached one person, that's an amazing feeling. I've done something. Some of the things we talk about with ascending and what's going on in life and timelines and the dimensions, it's not always fun. It's not always interesting sometimes, but it's real. It's life. It needs to be known about. It needs to be spoken on. Somebody needed to hear that message, whichever ones they thumbs up me on. I'm just grateful and I want to say thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. So, that one person, you know who you are. I may not, but just know that it's appreciated greatly. And that's what it's all about. I thank you. Have a blessed night. And not saying I'm going to come on tomorrow, but I always say that and then other things happen, but I'll try. God bless. Have a good night.